Baloni's lawyer released the footage showing the co-stars interacting while filming a slow dance scene in the movie.
When two of Hollywood's biggest names come together to adapt a beloved novel, expectations are sky high. But what happens when creative visions clash, egos collide, and a film set transforms into a battlefield? The answer lies in the unfolding drama between Blake Lively and Justin Baloni, once seen as a dream team, now at the center of one of Hollywood's most talked-about disputes. Their partnership on It Ends With Us should have been a seamless blend of talent and passion, bringing Colleen Hoover's bestseller to life. Instead, whispers of behind-the-scenes tension grew into explosive headlines. With leaked footage circulating, allegations flying, and legal battles brewing, one question remains: what really went wrong? The spark that started it all from the beginning, It Ends With Us, was positioned as a major Hollywood moment. The novel had a devoted fan base, and with Blake Lively stepping into the lead role of Lily Bloom, anticipation was electric. Meanwhile, Justin Baloni, best known for Jane the Virgin and his previous work as a director, was not only directing but also co-producing and starring as Ryle Kincaid. On paper, it seemed like a perfect match. Lively, known for her effortless charm and commanding screen presence, was taking on a deeply emotional role that would showcase her dramatic range. Baloni, whose directing style often leans into raw, heartfelt storytelling, seemed like the ideal filmmaker to bring Hoover's story to life. But was it ever truly a perfect match? Rumors swirled that Lively had hesitated before accepting the role. Some speculated that her husband, Ryan Reynolds, had expressed concerns over her involvement. Though Reynolds was not officially part of the production, could his influence have played a role in the tensions that followed? Insiders hinted that there was discomfort behind the scenes from the very start. Then came the first signs of trouble. Reports of creative disputes, disagreements over character portrayals, and mounting frustrations between the lead actress and the director. Creative visions or clashing egos. At the heart of the dispute were fundamental disagreements over the film's direction. Lively and Baloni reportedly butted heads over key aspects of the adaptation, from costume design to the film's overall tone. Lively, fresh from maternity leave, found herself at odds with the wardrobe department when discussions about Lily's outfits became a point of contention. Sources revealed that she took matters into her own hands, personally selecting pieces she felt better suited her character. But did this move undermine Baloni's authority as director? Meanwhile, Baloni had his own vision, one that emphasized the novel's emotional depth, prioritizing a raw and painful authenticity. Lively, however, had a slightly different approach. She wanted to modernize elements of the story, reportedly pushing for a lighter, more nuanced take on certain scenes. Could these differences have been resolved through conversation? Or had the tension already reached a breaking point? The moment everything changed. As disagreements escalated, the tension on set became impossible to ignore. Then, something happened that transformed whispers into full-blown controversy. Leaked footage from the set found its way online. The footage, which quickly spread across social media, sparked intense speculation. Though it did not capture any outright confrontations, something about the atmosphere in the clip unsettled fans. Observers analyzed every frame, every body language cue, searching for evidence of discord. Was this proof of the rumored tensions? Or just a case of the internet overanalyzing a moment out of context? Whatever the truth, the damage was done. The leak ignited even more scrutiny, with fans and insiders alike demanding to know what was happening behind the scenes. Then, the situation took an even more serious turn. A feud that escalated into legal war. What started as creative differences soon spiraled into something much bigger. In December 2024, Lively made a move that no one saw coming. She filed a formal complaint, accusing Baloni of misconduct on set. She alleged that his behavior made her uncomfortable and that he created an unprofessional work environment. The industry was stunned. This wasn't just about clashing artistic visions anymore. It was about something far more serious. The complaint sent shockwaves through Hollywood, forcing production companies and executives to take notice. But Baloni didn't stay silent. He fired back. not only denying the allegations, but filing a counterclaim of his own. His legal team presented text messages and call logs in an attempt to prove that Lively was exaggerating her claims. In his version of events, it was Lively, and by extension, Ryan Reynolds, who had made his job impossible. Could there be any truth to Baloni's counterclaims? Or was this just another tactic in a high-stakes game of reputation defense? As both sides presented their arguments, a leaked voice note surfaced, an alleged recording of Baloni apologizing to Lively for how he had handled certain creative disagreements. In the recording, he admitted that he could have communicated better and expressed regret over past interactions. Was this an admission of guilt, or just an attempt at damage control? Hollywood reacts, and so do fans. As news of the legal battle spread, reactions poured in. Fans of It Ends With Us were torn. Some sided with Lively, believing she was standing up for herself in a toxic work environment. Others defended Baloni, arguing that creative disputes are normal in filmmaking and that he was being unfairly targeted. Within Hollywood, the divide was just as stark. Some industry insiders privately expressed that Lively's complaint was long overdue and that she had every right to demand a professional work environment. Others, however, worried that the dispute set a dangerous precedent, with personal conflicts threatening to derail major projects. And what about Colleen Hoover, the author of It Ends With Us? She released a carefully worded statement expressing disappointment over the situation, emphasizing that she had always hoped the adaptation would be made with love and respect for the story's powerful themes. But with so much bad blood now in the mix, could the film's legacy ever be separated from the controversy? Baloni's $400 million defamation lawsuit. Let's start with the big one. The $400 million defamation lawsuit that Justin Baloni has filed against Blake Lively. This isn't your average legal spat. This is a battle that could reshape their careers. Baloni claims that his reputation and future opportunities have been irreparably damaged by Lively's public accusations. But what exactly are these allegations about? The heart of it lies in Lively's complaints that she was sidelined and undervalued during the production process. Her accusations have created a storm that threatens to engulf not just their working relationship, but their entire public images. Lively has made it clear that she felt ignored when it came to key creative decisions, such as costume design and the film's tone. Her team has framed the dispute as an issue of artistic integrity, where she was trying to modernize the adaptation to resonate with today's audience. Baloni, however, has fired back, insisting that Lively was a part of the decision-making process throughout production. He's even gone so far as to provide text messages, production notes, and behind-the-scenes logs as evidence that she was actively engaged and enthusiastic during most of the collaboration. So why the sudden flip? Why is Lively now publicly accusing Baloni of dismissing her input? The intensity of Baloni's lawsuit speaks volumes. $400 million is not pocket change, and with leaks of private texts and production footage now surfacing, the stakes are higher than ever. These leaks have ignited intense speculation about what really happened on set. What do these private communications reveal? Is the footage a smoking gun, showing a frustrated Lively, or perhaps a defensive Baloni? Will this lawsuit further tarnish Lively's public image? Or will it expose cracks in Baloni's narrative, proving Lively's side of the story? The leaks might hold the answers, or they might just raise more questions. Public perception. As the legal drama unfolds, the public's perception of the entire situation is shifting. How much of Lively's side of the story can we trust? The contradictions in her statements are undeniable. At one point, she spoke highly of Baloni's direction, praising his ability to draw emotional performances from the cast. However, in later interviews, she expressed frustration, claiming that her creative input was ignored. These mixed messages are confusing, to say the least, and fans are left wondering, was Lively genuinely excited about the project at first, only to be disillusioned as time went on? Or is there something else at play here, perhaps a deeper strategy at work? Some fans are quick to take sides, leaning into the narrative that Lively was a victim of a difficult working environment. Others, however, are not so sure. Could this entire dispute be a strategic move on Lively's part to take control of her image and the narrative of the film? After all, she is a savvy Hollywood A-lister, known for being incredibly calculated when it comes to her career. Could she have been playing the long game, positioning herself for a bigger payday or more creative control down the line? Fans have been divided. with some supporting her as an artist trying to protect her vision, while others argue that the situation feels manufactured to boost her leverage. Then, there's the matter of Ryan Reynolds' role in all of this. He's been notably silent throughout the drama, despite being rumored to have played a significant part in the film's creative process. Why is he staying quiet? Could it be because he has a vested interest in keeping things under wraps? Or does he know something we don't? One of the most intriguing speculations swirling around is the idea that Reynolds may have been involved in pushing for changes to the script, perhaps steering it toward a lighter, more comedic direction, a tone Baloni reportedly resisted. Could this behind-the-scenes tension between Reynolds and Baloni be a contributing factor to the creative rift between Lively and Baloni? Ryan Reynolds' alleged role. The whispers about Ryan Reynolds' involvement are only getting louder. Sources close to the production have suggested that Reynolds was more than just a concerned husband supporting his wife. Did he actually influence the film's creative direction? Reports claim that Reynolds pushed for a comedic tone, possibly in an effort to make the film more marketable. This could have created friction with Baloni, who was focused on maintaining the novel's emotional depth. Could this have been a pivotal moment that escalated tensions between Lively and Baloni? It's entirely possible that Reynolds' role was understated or even hidden. Was Lively caught between pleasing her husband and maintaining her artistic integrity? Did she lean into Reynolds' vision to ensure the film reached a wider audience, even if it meant clashing with Baloni? The more we learn, the more questions arise about Reynolds' influence, and fans are left wondering, did Lively use her marriage as leverage, or was she truly caught between two conflicting creative visions? The mystery singer controversy. Another twist in this tangled web involves an unnamed celebrity, allegedly a close friend of Lively, who is said to have shaped some of the film's comedic elements. Who is this mysterious figure? The speculation about this mystery singer has added a layer of intrigue to the already dramatic situation. Could this person's influence have made the film take a turn toward comedy, further intensifying Baloni's frustration? Was this outsider's input a creative blessing or a distraction from the story's emotional core? If the film really did stray too far from the novel's original tone, could this mystery figure have been a catalyst in that shift? Fans are eager to learn more, but could revealing the identity of this person shift public opinion entirely? Could this be a piece of the puzzle that makes everything click, explaining the growing rift between Lively and Baloni? It's clear that this mystery figure's role is crucial in understanding the full scope of the conflict. Rumored Lively-Baloni chemistry. Of course, the most sensational aspect of this entire saga is the rumored chemistry between Lively and Baloni. Did their professional relationship cross into something more personal? There have been whispers of flirty text messages, playful emojis, and a growing bond on set. Speculation that Lively and Baloni might have shared more than just a director-actor dynamic. Could their personal tension have contributed to the professional fallout? There's no hard evidence to confirm or deny this, but it's hard to ignore the possibility that personal feelings played a role in the escalating conflict. Did a close friendship turn into something more complicated? If the chemistry rumors are true, it might explain some of the underlying tension and could even shed light on why things fell apart so dramatically. Was it a matter of creative differences, or did personal emotions start to interfere with the project's integrity? As this drama unfolds, fans and critics alike are on edge, waiting to see if any more revelations will come to light. How much more is left to uncover? The speculation seems endless, and with every new leak, the stakes only get higher. Is there more explosive footage hiding in the vault? More text messages? As the legal battle rages on, it's clear that both Lively and Baloni are playing their cards carefully, knowing that even a small slip-up could change the game. Industry and financial implications. The drama surrounding Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's film adaptation has caused quite a stir, and one of the most significant ripple effects is the growing concern from investors. Hollywood, being the high-risk, high-reward industry that it is, thrives on huge budgets and big-name talent. But with the rising legal battles and public fallout, investors are starting to get nervous. After all, putting more money into a project that is constantly under a microscope and embroiled in scandal seems like a gamble. The real question now is, will the film turn into a financial disaster? With tensions between Lively and Baloni escalating and the possibility of a legal showdown lingering in the air, there's a real risk that this film might end up sinking into a black hole of bad press and costly legal battles. As the drama unfolds in the courtrooms, industry insiders are worrying about the damage this could do to the film's financial prospects. Investors who had initially been excited about the potential of a star-studded, heartfelt adaptation of a beloved novel might be pulling back, reluctant to throw good money after bad. This kind of behind-the-scenes drama can quickly become a liability. The cost of legal proceedings, whether they end in a settlement or a drawn-out court case, is no small thing. And when a film's production process becomes as turbulent as this one, the investors have to wonder, is the potential for profit worth the risk of this becoming a financial sinkhole? Even if the movie does get made, it could face difficulties at the box office if the public starts to view it as nothing more than a product of behind-the-scenes chaos. The big problem here is that movies, especially big-budget ones, are as much about the perception of success as they are about the actual content. If investors and studios can't manage the public relations storm, or if the film loses its audience before it even hits theaters, all that money pumped into production could quickly go down the drain. Could this project be doomed before it even hits the big screen? The tension behind the scenes might not only cost the actors their reputations, but could also lead to a massive financial failure. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: the film's faithfulness to the original novel. Fans of the book, who were eagerly awaiting the movie, are starting to worry that all this behind-the-scenes chaos might mean the adaptation strays too far from what made the original so special. And it's not just about the actors or the directors anymore. It's about the core of the story. Fans of the book have had high expectations for this adaptation. They envisioned a faithful recreation that would honor the emotional depth, rawness, and nuanced characters that made the novel a hit in the first place. But what many fans feared, and what some are already seeing, are elements of the story that seem to be taking a back seat to flashy costumes and comedic moments. Blake Lively's modernizing approach, especially with her glamorous wardrobe choices, has left some scratching their heads. Was it necessary to push for such extravagant outfits when the book's protagonist was supposed to be struggling financially? The shift towards a more commercialized, perhaps even overly polished version of the story has ruffled the feathers of fans who feel this adaptation might miss the mark. And let's not forget the potential impact of the legal battles and public feud. If the core creative team can't come together, the essence of the book, the thing that made it beloved by millions, could be lost in the shuffle. It's one thing to modernize a classic for a wider audience, but it's another to stray so far that the original emotional depth and heart of the story gets buried under all the noise. Will this be an adaptation that stays true to the source material? Or will it become another case of Hollywood overcomplicating something that was already perfect? Is this film adaptation veering off course? Fans of the original novel fear that, amid the chaos, the soul of the story could get lost. The future of the film and legal battle. Here's where things really start to get juicy: the leaked footage. Rumors are swirling about the existence of behind-the-scenes clips that could either vindicate Justin Baldoni's version of events or back up Blake Lively's allegations of being sidelined creatively. The stakes couldn't be higher. On one hand, the footage could show Lively praising Baldoni's directorial decisions, validating his claim that she was initially involved and enthusiastic. If the clips reveal Lively complimenting the costumes, emotional beats, or creative choices she now criticizes, it could turn the entire narrative on its head. This would force the public to ask, is Blake just trying to shift the blame for creative differences, or did her perspective genuinely change over time? But let's keep the conversation going. What do you think about the drama surrounding this film? Do you think the leaked footage will clear everything up? Or is this just the beginning of a much bigger saga? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this evolving story. Trust me, you won't want to miss what happens next.